It is Thursday, July 31st, 2025, 9 a.m., and we're here to review bids for the courthouse window treatment.
Yep.
Okay. I'll turn it over to our grant manager, Colleen.
So this goes back to that energy grant we got from Department of Energy.
Mm-hmm.
This, when we originally sent this out last year around December,
Mm-hmm.
It was for the window sealing, the 2 doors, and window treatments. We received absolutely no bids, 0, from the window treatments. So we got some exceptions from Department of Energy on not having to have somebody that is a public works license, because that was part of the problem. As I went through the entire roster from the state of Idaho, I went 200-mile radius, and there were like 3 people that were public works certified in any kind of window treatments. I took 4 different codes, and I spent a lot of time trying to find it just to be compliant. So I was able to document that with the Department of Energy, and they said, okay, we get it. Don't worry about it. You find somebody to get it done and just do it the right way. So I started talking to a lot of different contractors. Didn't get any interest, couldn't get people to come over. So I finally just decided to blanket and send it out to a whole bunch of people and see what stuck. So we got creative on finding somebody to do window treatments. And I think by doing that, it got some people to come out of the woodwork that were not interested previously. So I sent it out to 12 different vendors, and I got responses back from 4. We had some contractors and some varieties in there. First correction I need to make is that overview that I sent you guys. The first one for core windows, I had the sales tax in there. I used the full total instead of taking out the sales tax. They verified, they resent that to me without the sales tax. So their bid is actually $30,433.88. And that's in the packet. I just took the wrong number because it's right here, and I just took the big number rather than the smaller number on it. So
okay, now these are for like the blinds or what?
Yep, it will replace. It's going to put roller shades, so they'll be inserted inside the windows, and that was part of the bid. Is they had to bid it in masonry, because that became an issue with some of the other contractors that I did have come out that that's going to be a lot to put it in the masonry. So 83 windows throughout the entire courthouse, roller shades, energy efficient. They'll have balances up at the top, and it's just a continuous chain. So they're in energy efficient. The darker color, the ink, is what we came back because it reflects better and it holds light in. And it's a 5%, so you can see through it, but it's not opaque. It's not like looking through shears or anything.
Okay,
you
so
can have some visibility.
Can you look through it from the outside inside very well? I mean,
no, not really.
Okay.
It's not opaque, but it gives you. Unless somebody pasted up against it, then they'll see shadows. And the same looking out. You'll see basic going out, but you don't see definition.
And then we have those up in the courthouse areas. That all those will get that too in the courtrooms.
Okay. Every window except for the stairwell. Okay. So the stairwell I had them do with the window ceiling, but they are not included. That includes the weird little really deep one in the DMB downstairs up to the little ones upstairs. Okay. So in the window or the RFP that I sent out, there was 69 windows, these big size here. There were 8 that were 31 by 81. Those are some of the narrower ones downstairs. There were 2 that were the deep, weird ones downstairs in the DMV. And then there were 2 other different sizes. 3 of them that were 47 by 63, and I think those are upstairs on the 4th floor. And then 1 other odd little 16-inch height one. So these are the RFP. These are the different window sizes that we went around and I did the basic measurements on. And so that was what they did those out on. So in going through, we got core window coverings, the blind guide, furniture exchange, and Invicta contracting. The lowest bid to complete it was that core window coverings. When in going through each of these, there were minor differences that were put out, but the total cost, and I did verify because installation was a concern for a lot of the people when I was talking to them when they came back with questions.
The concrete.
Because of the concrete. Yeah. And so several, I mean, that was half of their bid. I'll give them to that was half of their bid. The window treatment companies, I got some of the inside scoop there. The suppliers say jack it up by 40%. Then that kind of helps with your installation costs. And so, you know, that's kind of what I was looking at and why I understood why some of them could get the window treatments for under $20,000, but then their cost of installation was pretty darn close to $20,000.
Okay.
Because that's where, you know, they're paying the hourly wage, where these treatment companies are actually building that into the cost of the drugs. So, you know, that would help me understand why there was such a huge difference in the cost of the materials versus the cost of labor. So that's where it came down to. The core windows is the lowest bid, and they did hit all of the marks. Okay.
Where are they based?
This group is out of Hayden.
Hayden.
They do have a company or a location in Spokane. That might be the name. But this group, Dan and his partner, are out of Hayden. And that does hit the bullet points of being energy efficient. It's a 5%. You can see through them. It has a 5% opacity, and that gets real technical on the 5%, 10%, 3% that I don't know if I can articulate. It is solar reflective fabric, and it does. Some did not have the valances. This includes the valances and a nice curve to them that's the same color as the shade itself, and it's the roller, the chain or string kind of thing, but it's a continuous roller. So it'll be attached to the side that you roll up and down. And they did, but part of it was that it had to be installed within 90 days after they were awarded, so it will be installed this year. And we can finally close that brand down.
So we just we just need a motion to approve the contractor
And to move forward with the project.
with the lowest bid.
Yep.
Okay. I'd entertain a motion.
I would motion that we approve Core Windows as the lowest bidder for $30,433.88 for the window treatment bid.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries. Core window treatment coverings has it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for all the work. Just measuring all the windows.
Yeah.
That was an adventure.
I think only you and Randy know how many windows we have.
Yeah, and make sure that the public knows this is a grant.
Correct.
It's paying it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's a zero match. It's an energy efficient grant.
Yeah.
And paired with this, we also were able to get an energy audit that came through. And so they came through and did the thermal camera. They inspected all the way from the wind tunnel upstairs, downstairs, and showed where a lot of the problems were. And that became a part of why we were able to get this grant from the Department of Energy to get those done.
Okay.
It's because we could show that we're bleeding energy out.
Yes.
And it was, there's still some areas that need to be done, and this grant didn't cover that, but
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Any further discussions? All right, we're adjourned. Thanks.